So a few months ago, I made a video called How I Accidentally Ran Into the Craziest Girl on Roblox. Which, by the way, no, that's not her on the thumbnail. That literally ruins the whole point of me blocking out her PFP and her name in the video. You can literally find this girl on Pinterest, so please stop saying I doxed her. But anyways, I was not expecting that video to get the views that it got, and let's just say that there was a lot of divided opinions in the comment section. So today I'm going to be going over every single argument on how I was wrong in this situation, and most of these were some pretty lame arguments, but be sure to stay tuned because there is one argument that I could admit I was in the wrong in. Starting with, none of this would have ever happened if you told her you were recording beforehand. This is by far the easiest argument to debunk when you consider the fact that she literally admitted that she would have gone along with her lie if I told her I was recording. But you know what? I'll go ahead and entertain this anyway. Your favorite Roblox YouTuber most likely does not tell people that they're being recorded until the end. This is to ensure that we have the most real and authentic reactions in our video and not have the person feel forced to go along with the video, because the last thing that we want is for people to accuse us of faking our videos. To say that this would have never happened if I told her I was recording is unfair to me because my goal is to get the best content for y'all. Really, none of this would have ever happened if she didn't decide to lie about her age. But that leads me to the next argument, which is you toyed with her feelings and led her on. Again, this is not a valid argument because I was 20 years old and she was underage. She knew I was 20 years old. I didn't know that she was underage because she lied. But even if she was of age, it still doesn't change the fact that the whole time we were playing, we were talking to each other pretty normally as if we were just friends. And when I asked, will you be my girlfriend, there was no serious intention and I was making it clear that it was purely a silly thing. And of course, she knew that, and she even asked stuff like, are you trying to win a bet with your friends or something? Neither of us had any real romantic feelings towards each other. And if you don't believe me, you can go ask her yourself because this is literally her saying that in my comment section. Like, how could someone that cared so much about not wanting to be posted online expose themselves by going and making a comment on the video that is talking about them multiple times, all while I'm trying to keep her completely anonymous in the video? This further proves my point that I was making in the last video that she really doesn't care about being used for content, especially when you consider this message right here, and she was really only mad because I caught her lying about her age on camera and she didn't know about it. But fine, I'll entertain this argument even more, and what if she just wanted to be friends? But let's be real here for a second. Do you really think she wanted to be friends with me? Because if I told any other person that I was recording a YouTube video and they weren't comfortable with that, they would have stayed in the call and said, hey man, you know, that's cool and all, but can you please not post me? But instead, this girl leaves the call, insults me, and threatens to get me in trouble if I post the video, which we'll get more on that later. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next argument, which is, why are you trying to find a girlfriend on a kids game? This was, without a doubt, the most annoying argument I've had to read over and over and over. Let me make it clear to y'all. I play 17 plus neighbors. As a matter of fact, usually when I record a video that involves me using Roblox voice chat, I only play 17 plus games. And this is not a thing where it's like, hey mom, can you buy me this rated M for mature video game? Like, no, you literally need to show a form of ID in order to prove that you're 17 or older to play the game. So my chances of running into a child are significantly reduced. And I understand that 17 is still considered a child, which is why I still ask people for their age whenever I play these games. Now, I'll go ahead and take some accountability here because I should have asked her what year she was born after I asked her how old she was. Shame on me for thinking better of people online and not realizing that lying about your age on a 17 plus game is apparently a normal thing, which it shouldn't be. But this is something that I've learned from, and I now ask every girl that I meet what year they were born, and if we do anything that involves e-dating, then I make sure to ID check them as well. And finally, we have the only argument in the entire video where I could admit I was not in the right in, which is you shouldn't have told her that the video will be up either way. And in this video, I explained that the reason for that is because these videos take a very long time to edit, and I didn't want to waste my time after recording for 4 hours. But what I should have said instead is what I'm about to tell y'all right now, which is that we gotta remember the context of the situation. It's not like she came up to me and was like, hey, I'm not comfortable with you uploading that, and I just straight up told her, nah, the video's gonna be up either way. Instead, what she did was threaten me by saying that I was gonna get in trouble if I were to upload that video. Now, immediately when I see the phrase, you're gonna get in trouble, I immediately think of legal trouble. And the thing is that if I were to upload that video with her name and face blurred, and when you consider the fact that I live in a one-party consent state, meaning that I was allowed to upload her voice as well, there was literally nothing that she could have done to get me in trouble, and this was before I found out that she was lying about her age. Mind you, this was not the first time that a girl was not fully comfortable with being in one of my videos, but we would usually come up with some sort of compromise where they would tell me to cut certain parts out of the video or blur certain things out, and I'd be like, okay, no worries, I got you. But considering that this girl was throwing out empty threats, it kind of led me to believe that she wouldn't be down to come up with a compromise. So I told her the video was gonna be up either way. And this was definitely not the right thing to say in this situation, and I want to apologize about that and thank all the people that called me out about this in the comment section. This was definitely something that I've had to learn from, and I've definitely been better about this. But I hope you guys know that either way, if she actually had a sincere reason for me to not upload the video, I wouldn't have uploaded it. But instead, this is how the interaction went. Hey, by the way, this was actually for a YouTube video. Oh, I don't want to be in your video because my face is in my PFP. No worries, I can blur your PFP. Don't upload that video or you're gonna get in trouble. What? Like, I hope y'all can see the situation that I was put in here. And again, I know I didn't handle this in the most respectful way, but this whole conversation that we had was out of me respecting her. Because I could have just recorded the video without telling her anything, upload the video behind her back, and if she found out about it, she wouldn't be able to do anything about it. But instead, out of respect for her, I told her that I was recording a YouTube video in case, as I said earlier, she maybe wanted to cut some parts out, or have certain things blurred, or worst case scenario, revealed to me that she was lying about her age the whole time. And it should have been that simple. It should have just been me saying, hey, by the way, this was for a YouTube video, and her saying, hey, by the way, I was actually lying about my age the whole time. You might not want to upload that. But instead, the whole thing turned into a dragged out argument that involved her trying to manipulate me and gaslight me into believing that I was some sort of PDF file. And that's why I titled the video, The Craziest Girl on Roblox, because I was talking about my personal experience. I have never ran into someone like that while playing Roblox, or even just recording a video in general. And still to this day, I have yet to get into that kind of confrontation while recording a YouTube video. Damn. And I'm sorry, but lying to someone about your age and then saying stuff like this is crazy to me. Now, with all that being said, that video was literally uploaded months ago, and this is all just water under the bridge at this point. I'm obviously not still mad at her, and I really do hope everything is going well in her life. The main reason why I made that video was to help people become more aware and be more careful with who they talk to on the internet. But I'd be lying if I said that I didn't use that as an excuse to talk about drama on my channel. And that was very unlike me, because I've never been the type of person that likes to get myself involved in drama, and the whole reason why I even made this video was so I can defend myself a little bit. And I do hope that this is not only the last time I talk about this subject on my channel, but talk about any controversy on my channel. The world is already filled with enough negativity, and I really try my best not to add on to that. Because one of the worst things that someone can go through in life is not realize how much they are truly loved. There's someone out there that admires you even though you've never even spoken a word to each other. There's someone out there that was disappointed when you didn't show up to school or work one day because they were so excited to see you. There's someone out there that you've talked to in the past who would give up anything just to be in the same room as you again. And usually when we move on to something new in our life and stop talking to people that we used to talk to, we'll often just assume that those people we used to talk to completely forgot about us, when in reality, you've never really left the frame of a lot of people's minds. But of course, we don't know that, and we'll end up accepting the amount of love that we think we deserve, which is usually not a lot. And the whole reason why I'm even saying all this is just to encourage y'all to be more positive. Like, it's so easy to like people. Just give someone a compliment every now and then. Show someone how much you love them. God commands us to love each other after all. So with all that being said, random internet girl, can we just squash the beef already? Anyways, the video you'll see on screen is a video that YouTube thinks you'll like, so you should definitely give it a watch.